Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving right into how you can effortlessly navigate the seriously complex world of industrial drives. Look, if you're an engineer, a designer, or a procurement manager, you already know that specifying the right motor and gearbox combination, well, it can feel like looking for a needle in a massive, highly technical haystack. But what if you had a powerful, purpose-built digital tool to literally do the heavy lifting for you? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore today with the Rotomotive Configurator.
So, looking at our agenda, we're going to cover the complexity of choice, meet your new digital consultant, look at searching by performance versus by product, and finally, check out the seamless CAD file integration. Let's get into it.
All right, Section 1, the complexity of choice. We're going to navigate the industrial drive maze.
Every single day, procurement managers and product designers are out there facing a pretty unforgiving industrial landscape. I mean, when you're staring down a massive catalog featuring everything from Revo IE2 and IE3 induction motors to flame-proof XD motors or highly specific Cubo and robust gearboxes, how do you choose the perfect drive? It's the critical question that can absolutely bottleneck an entire project. Because as you know, it's not just about finding a motor. It's about finding the exact right motor for a specific, often incredibly demanding application.
Just take a look at the sheer volume of raw data here. This is what has to be painstakingly balanced when you're specifying a drive. We're talking kilowatts, RPM, the starting current ratio, rated torque in Newton meters, peak efficiency percentages. It's a lot, right? And here's the kicker. A slight miscalculation in your torque requirements or just a tiny misunderstanding of the duty cycle doesn't just mean a minor dip in efficiency. No, it can mean total system failure down the line. And going way beyond just the spreadsheet, think about the physical engineering inside these products. Inside a Rotomotive electric motor, you've got this amazingly complex internal ecosystem. You've got vacuum-impregnated windings built for high thermal resistance, low-loss magnetic laminations to really boost that efficiency, and highly specialized cooling mechanisms. So if you choose the wrong combination of variables, you're literally compromising this entire internal ecosystem. Not good.
Moving on to Section 2. Let's meet your new digital consultant, the Rotomotive Configurator. Let's completely transition from that overwhelming sea of data to what I think is the ultimate solution. The absolutely crucial point to understand here is that this isn't just some basic run-of-the-mill search bar on a website. No, it's explicitly designed to act like an actual consultant. You see, Rotomotive basically took their decades of hard-earned expertise in AC, DC, and custom motor technologies and embedded it directly into this algorithm. Why? To completely optimize your engineering team's workflow and make absolutely sure you get exactly what your application demands.
Okay, Section 3, searching by performance versus product and how you actually choose your path. The really smart thing about this tool is that it recognizes users are at totally different stages of their projects. So you basically get two main paths. On one side, you have the exploratory path, searching by performance. This is for when you know exactly what you need the machine to achieve, right? But you might not know exactly which motor gets you there. Then on the other side, you've got the fast track, searching by product. This is your go-to when you already have your exact specifications locked in and you just need to grab the assets. Let's jump into Section 4 and do a deep dive into searching by performance. So, if you know your physical parameters, but you haven't quite matched them to a specific catalog item yet, this exploratory path is incredibly useful, especially in those early, tricky stages of product design. By following these steps, you literally shift from guessing to optimizing. You basically just bring your wishes to the table, and the configurator system translates those raw, real-world requirements into viable, verified mechanical options. It's doing all that complex math of matching torque curves and efficiency ratings totally behind the scenes for you. Whether you're designing a heavy-duty material handling system, a high-stakes crane application, or maybe a smoke exhaust ventilation unit, you just define your variables. You punch in the final torque, the final speed, the intended use, and your power requirements. That's it. The configurator filters out all the background noise and presents only the drive configurations that will physically and safely work for your specific project. All right, Section 5. We're looking at searching by product, which we like to call the fast track. Now, what if you're a seasoned designer or just a really busy procurement manager who already knows the exact specification you need? Let's say you're reordering a specific Revo PMIE4 motor, or you already know for a fact that you need a stone parallel shaft helical gearbox. Well, this pathway is all about pure speed. It lets you completely bypass the consultation phase.
You just punch in your known product configuration and boom, you instantly retrieve the critical documentation. No waiting on hold, no endless email chains with sales reps, just immediate access to the datasheets you need to keep your assembly line or your design process moving forward.
Moving to Section 6, Seamless CAD File Integration. This right here is the designer's payoff.
And I mean it. This is the real payoff. At the end of this configuration process, you don't just get handed a generic part number. No, you unlock a comprehensive suite of deliverable assets. We're talking PDF data sheets, deep performance data, exact dimensional drawings, and, most importantly for the engineers out there, 2D and 3D CAD files. I mean, think about it. This completely eliminates hours, maybe even days of manual drafting.
These are highly accurate CAD files, ready to drop seamlessly straight into your digital workspace. It doesn't matter if you're modeling a brand new electric vehicle drivetrain or designing a massively complex industrial mixer. Having the exact, precise geometric data of the Rotomotive drive instantly available, it ensures your spatial planning is 100% accurate right from day one.
Now you might be wondering, why is this CAD integration so perfectly tuned? Well, it's actually because Rotomotive's own engineers rely heavily on CAD and CAM software for their custom builds and high-performance units. They rigorously analyze everything virtually before a single physical prototype is ever built. And because they work exactly this way internally, they completely understand what external designers need for a smooth, completely frictionless workflow.
Finally, Section 7. Let's talk about how to really streamline your engineering workflow.
We've seen just how complicated drive selection can be and how a purpose-built digital tool can entirely flip that script. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. In an industry where lead times and absolute precision are literally everything, why waste hours wading through overwhelming catalog tables and manually drafting motor blocks? Your digital consultant is waiting right now to deliver the perfect drive specs along with the exact CAD files straight to your desktop. Just think about how much time that could save on your very next project. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and keep innovating.